Hello again. This is Brian Eastman for sellfastforum.com. Last time we talked a little bit about the types of flips that we do and locating the correct area and also the correct price range as well. Now what I'd like to do is go on site for one of the current flips that we're working on to take you from the beginning to the complete end of the flip, including the sale at the end of the flip, to find out a little bit about what we do that seems to work well for selling houses very quickly. This time what I'd like to talk about and focus on is the fact that surprises are always around for when it comes to flipping a house. It's not just what you see on TV, but it actually happens in real life. We've flipped more than 75 homes, and yet in this flip, when we take you out to the field in just a moment, you'll see that the unexpected is pretty much the norm in this business. So it doesn't matter how many flips you have under your belt, how seasoned of a real estate developer you are, you're always going to run into the unexpected. The advice that I'd like to give you with that is that once you do run into something unexpected, sit back, take a deep breath, and then decide exactly what the best course of action would be to take. Nothing's ever going to run completely smooth with a flip. You're always going to run into something unexpected. Sometimes you'll run into very small problems such as the wrong color door hardware. Other times you'll run into very large problems, as you'll see when we take you out to the field in just a few moments, as far as having to completely reevaluate what you initially thought you were going to do. That being said, what you do want to do, and the advice that I will give you, is that you always want to do the right thing, and that first of all, let's make sure that the house is going to be completely safe with whichever decision it is that you make. And second of all, let's also make sure that the money that you do spend is going to be a good investment, in that you're going to still be able to sell that home quickly. You've heard the saying, a penny wise and a pound foolish. That can be very true, and I've seen it happen over and over again. A lot of mistakes I've seen other investors make, including saving a couple of dollars now and costing them an incredible amount of money in the future. Not just in having to drastically reduce the price of the house because something's not exactly right, but also in having to hold the house 6 months, 9 months to a year versus being able to sell that house within a few months, which is really your main goal. You need to go ahead, get in the house, fix it up incredibly well, do a great job so that you can sell it incredibly fast and move on to the next deal. Let's head on out to a project now. Enough of my carrying on, and we'll take a look at this deal. I think you're going to find it pretty funny, the issue we run into here. But again, always expect the unexpected when it comes to flipping real estate and selling it fast. We're here in front of the Quick Turn property over on Wisteria Way, and the guys have just finished demoing the inside and taking off the roof. Luckily, we're going to have about 2 more days of sunshine before we get another roof on there, and hopefully it won't rain inside, but this is what we've got so far. So there are currently walls in this house. We're actually going to have to take those down as well, because in order to build a second story on top, you've actually got to have 2x4s. This house does not have 2x4s. The boards are much smaller, and without the 2x4s, it simply won't support the weight on the second floor of the house. Well, yesterday when we came in, we were demoing down the walls, and we realized that the walls were too small to support the second level. Then, after that, we realized that the rest of the structure, if we're going to go ahead and replace that, we might as well replace it with all new boards there to further support the structure and make it a sound structure. In order to do that, we had to do what we don't necessarily want to do, but sometimes have to do, which is take everything down. So essentially the only thing that this house had that it started with is its foundation, which is within about 15 years old and is in very good shape. So on top of that, we'll have all brand new
wood and a whole brand new structure, and it'll look just beautiful and be very strong as well.